Professor Martyn Bennett, head of Nottingham Trent Graduate School, on why the actions of Guy Fawkes still resonate today. 409 years later, there are still echoes of the most ambitious terrorist plot ever conceived in Europe. The Gunpowder Plotters intended to blow up Parliament during the state opening. But what significance does this historic event have for us when the anniversary has now been joined by other festivals of light? Diwali and the pagan festival of Samhain are both marked around the same time, and the onset of dark nights means there are many reasons to ward off darkness with bonfires and fireworks. The reason lies in the potential consequences of the plot. If successful, it would have been more far-reaching than the effects of the royalists' defeat in the Civil War 4 decades later. Not only would King James have been killed, but his heirs, Prince Henry and Prince Charles and their mother would have died, along with every MP and member of the Lords. It is difficult to imagine how government would have been reconstructed. The surviving Stuarts would have been Princess Elizabeth, aged 9, and the baby Princess Mary, and the plotters intended to use them as figureheads for a new pro-Catholic government, but practicalities eluded them. Even Guy Fawkes was not certain of what would have followed the explosion. After the Civil War and Revolution, the Republic, 1649 to 1660, was led by men from the Lords and Commons, with experience of government. Had Guy Fawkes and his colleagues succeeded, there would have been few experienced politicians left alive to run the country. It is no wonder that we have commemorated the nation's salvation from anarchy for so long. And in 2014 there is one additional reason to remember November 5, 1605. The important piece of parliamentary business that year was the Union. England, Scotland and Ireland were all separate kingdoms, and King James wanted to politically unite England and Scotland. A commission of Scotsmen and Englishmen had drafted a union plan to present to Parliament. The Gunpowder Plot's most significant outcome was delaying the creation of the United Kingdom for 103 years, because the late opening of Parliament allowed English opponents of union time to block the proposals. When union came about in 1707, it was less favourable to Scotland than it would have been in 1605. If there had been no November 5, 1605, for us to remember, there may have been no call for a Scottish referendum on September 19, 2014. Like all the great dates in our histories, the unfinished consequences of the Gunpowder Plot will always remind us to remember.